to World Local News. Recording live from Raleigh, North Carolina, in front of no audience. World Local News, 80% news, 20% bullshit. You've got questions? So do we. Like my grandmother always says, don't knock it till you try it 8 times. I'm not wearing pants. World Local News. Everything is fucked. Let's get on with the show.
Welcome to World Local News. I am your host, the Black Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Freddie Valoy, and I'm here with my very sexy,
Sexy?
I was gonna say sensual, and then I said sexy, so I said seshy. Hey, that's gonna be the new word then. The very seshy.
Yeah, we're making trends.
Yeah, this is what we do. The very
Setting
seshy
trends right
Greg
at the top of
Perlman.
the episode.
Yeah, dude, I love
It's
it.
good to be back.
It does. You got the glasses again. Week 2 with the glasses. I'm
You know-
like,
What? You go.
go ahead. You go.
Dude, we can't be, we're like we always do with each episode, we innovate
Yeah.
and we have to take care of business during the intro song now. You know what I mean? We've got
Yeah.
to make sure settings are right. We got to make sure we're live in all the right places.
We're professional.
My gosh, but what great music to have in your ear while you're working.
Oh, it legit gets my mind in the right spot. Like, it puts me in the mood. I was like trying to hold back a smile when we were getting started.
Yeah.
It's great. We got to get the plugs in, guys. Follow me, Freddie Valoy, on Instagram. Just my first and last name, Freddie Valoy. I'm just a guy. Follow me on YouTube. Same thing, Freddie Valoy. Hit me up. It's a different flavor. I got the dating show. We got World Local News. I got my podcast. Greg, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Instagram at G Perlman, Twitter at Greg Perlman. You can find World Local News on Instagram at World Local News. You can find us on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify. If you can, guys, listen. If you like what you hear, tell a friend, share it out, save the post, turn notifications on, throw a like, maybe you rate, maybe you review.
Yeah,
Just show some love. Spread
do-
love.
do-
It's the Brooklyn way.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you can. Do what you can, guys. Share with a friend. Write about it in the local paper and put it out for us. Do whatever you're willing to
Yeah.
do. We need foot soldiers, guys.
If you host like a local access show and you want to bring Freddie and I on as your guests so we can talk about the show, maybe we'll do a cooking segment. That would be fun.
That'd
I
be
think we
good.
do great at a cooking segment.
yeah, do a Whole30 pasta. That's what
I
would do.
just ate some.
right. It was
was
not bad, right?
It was pretty good.
Right?
It
You
was
can't-
it
you
was
can't
pasta made from almonds.
yeah, from almond flour. You can't compare like the OG pasta to that. You got to like factor in the healthy-ish parts, whatever.
It's
you
a
know?
different. It's just a different feeling.
Yeah,
you
it
know what I
is.
mean.
Yeah, it's like flipping over the other side of the pillow.
Ooh,
Dude, we're coming hard with the
Ooh.
analogies.
I like that. I like that. Well, speaking of, speaking of flour or powder, you were just in the mountains, yeah?
Yeah, bro. I was up in the fucking mountains. I went to Snowshoe, West Virginia, and this is my second time ever snowboarding, and it was fucking magical, bro.
You
Like,
passed like the get out scenario the first time you went, so second time you were good.
yeah, bro. Second time I'm good. I'm taking over whiteness is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go do things that white people went to because black people are too scared to do it, and I'm
Yeah.
going in and I'm just taking over all the white
Wow.
things, bro. I had hot chocolate bomb too.
Hold on, slow your damn roll. Slow your damn
Yeah.
roll. That's a lot to take in.
Oh,
you're taking
bro.
over whiteness, and then you're just gonna drop a hot chocolate bomb on me?
I'm like the dude in Kung Fu Panda in the third one, the one that takes their like chi and puts it on his belt buckle. That's what I do with white activities. Motherfucking longboard dancing, motherfucking
Ladies and
sleeping
gentlemen,
with white women. Got that one early.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening or watching at home, yes, that was a Kung Fu Panda 3 reference. A Kung Fu Panda 3 reference just dropped casually in conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sounds like you're nimble.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
nimble and you're going for it.
I'm figuring it out, bro. I was on the side of the mountain. Took me, the learning curve was cool. Dude, being on like at a ski town like that, it feels like you're on a different planet. Like
Ooh.
legit, because like everything, because it was heavy snowfall.
Yeah.
So everything's covered in snow. Like so it's like that winter wonderland idea. I like saw that shit this weekend, and I was fucking like mesmerized. And then also like ski boots make people.
You have seen snow before, yes?
Yes, I grew up in New York, so I see. But it's like, dude, urban
New York's
snow.
a different. Yeah. Urban snow is very different.
Yeah, that's like government snow. That's like
Yeah. That's like
Fucking-
snow that goes and works a shitty 9-to-5 job. Like,
yeah. We
takes their baggage home from work.
New York City gets like leftover snow. God's like, hold on, make sure the mountains get all the good snow.
Is there enough dirt and bullshit on the street?
Yeah.
That will kick up into the snow and make it black within 24 hours.
Yeah, let's
All
make
right,
a
perfect.
crackhead
Let's
fall
do
out
it
of the
then.
air too. It's like it's a whole different type of snow, bro. It's like, but like even like ski boots make people walk weird, so they're kind of walking
it's
like aliens
true.
and shit too. So you really like
And like ski clothing isn't normal either. Like
Nope.
in the big like suits, a lot of people have those like overall jumpsuits.
Yes.
and they're like wearing layers beneath it, so they're like kind of walking like marshmallow.
Yeah.
Marshmallow people.
I saw a white dude wear you know how they wear like funny caps with like the crazy hair on it and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. This dude had it, but it was dreads, and I thought it was a black dude, and I gave him the nod, and then I looked, and it wasn't a black dude; it was a white dude. So I don't know what that's gonna do to the ecosystem.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you think? There's some funny shit going on there, right? Because I feel like I set the balance. So I just gave a white dude like the recognition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he give it back?
He looked confused, and but then two people down, he was with two guys. There was two guys. One was standing up, the other guy was struggling, and the guy that was struggling was the actual black dude. And he was like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "I'm out here, man. You all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing all right." He was like,
you stopped
struggling
for him.
Oh yeah, we
Wow.
exchanged words on the walk past. Yeah,
Look at that.
I saw the struggle, but I had the respect to be like, I'm not gonna like stare at you.
Yeah.
struggling. I can tell you.
Oh, you're
wanna
not
figure
going
it out.
to. Yeah. No acknowledgement.
Yeah, we acknowledge each other, but
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
acknowledge his struggle. He was having a tough time.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah,
A little lack of humanity there.
I think I handled it perfectly. Because then if I'm like, yo, you all right, man?
That's an in the moment feeling thing.
Yeah, if I'm like, yo, let me help you out, man. It's kind of like, fuck, like this fucking the only other black dude on the mountain just see me struggling out here and like, fuck,
I mean, there's some solidarity to be had there, but
right?
I like bringing the nod to the table. I like bringing the nod
Yeah.
to the mountain.
Yeah, maybe I feel like I've changed that dude's weekend. He's probably like, oh man, this is like the next phase in allyship
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
I like to throw the nod first.
Yeah,
Like
like
On the
like
street?
is it like a white guy nod?
no, not
Oh,
the,
just like the acknowledgement nod.
yeah.
Okay.
I like to throw it out first.
Acknowledgement.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know.
All right.
Sometimes
So-
we do that.
hey,
Sometimes we do.
You're swinging.
that.
You're
Yeah,
swinging.
We're out here. I'm out
Yeah,
here
it's
throwing
not
punches.
your best. Hey, shoot them up. Get them up. Get the shots up. No, I like to throw the knot out first to just let you know, hey, I see you. I see you. I might be sizing you up, but I see you.
You size dudes up quickly.
Well, I think I live with like a Jason Bourne mentality, and I also got to know just in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Like I got to know how to. I told you how I'd take you out.
How would you?
I would attack the body very quickly, and I'd get you in a compromising position, and then I would knock you out with an overhand left that
All
you
right.
wouldn't see coming.
Would you be putting me in a compromising position with like a bat? Because that would be be compromised. Do you have a weapon? No weapon.
I'm not bringing weapons into this equation.
Gosh, you have so much honor, dude. We'd have a good fight.
Yeah,
and we'd
yeah,
have a
yeah.
drink afterwards.
I would just be worried that you would take me down, and I would be doing all things to avoid that.
Yeah,
And so
you'd have to literally run.
well, no,
Yeah, because if I grab a hold of your hair, then it's.
I'll just knock it away. I'll just knock it away.
Oh shit, that worked, bro.
Yeah,
you just,
dude.
Oh,
Did
let
you
me
that?
see.
It's like you just knock away.
Oh shit,
Just
dude.
knock away.
Bro, do you
Yeah.
have? Oh my god,
Dude, I'm trained in many martial arts that you haven't heard of.
I feel
and
I
that
felt
most
it.
and that most people haven't. It's just like doing little movements like that, just a little wrist flip.
I don't think many can comprehend the level of martial arts that you're at, bro.
I just remembered for any new watchers of the podcast, these are special World Local News Edition glasses that I'm wearing. They've got a rose-colored tint in order to block the haters.
Yeah.
because we've had some haters in the chat.
Yeah.
And these are my hater blockers.
They are, and I feel like they're rose colored because they bring you back to a better time. You were telling me earlier, like, I want to go back to the good old days, the 1950s, where things were a little bit separate. Remember you said that right before the show started?
It doesn't sound like something I'd say.
Oh man, maybe that was
Doesn't
somebody
sound-
else.
These would be. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like me. Doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, for anybody that's not nuanced in comic, that was a joke. Obviously, I just
yeah,
want to make
yeah.
sure. Fucking
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Of course, of course. So I mean,
Kane Smith says this show makes me horny, violence laden arousal. Dude, I love that we can do that for you, Kane, buddy.
love you, Kane.
I love it. Kane was here last weekend too. Said he would waterboard Greg. I like Kane's
He
vibe.
did apologize.
He did.
He did apologize. That was a little.
Yeah,
that was a little much.
He's a good man. He always comes full circle.
Yeah.
Kane always has a character arc every single day of his life. Some kind of
you know, on some levels, we're all the star. In the starring role of our own movies.
I feel who feels like a side character in their own movie,
I bet you there are people out there.
right?
I bet you there are people. There's like that episode of The Office where Jim asked Dwight, he's like pranking him and it's like telling him about his wildest dream, and he's like the assistant to the manager, like assistant manager to the devil. And he's like, you're not even in the devil. You're not even the devil in your own fantasy. You're the assistant to the manager. I mean, there's got to be people like that.
Yeah, probably. I feel like that one.
Or there's people whose egos aren't so inflated that they don't think about those things.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. What I like to do is looking at like a couple or a person and creating a whole backstory. So that's when I feel like I'm the side character.
Yes.
I'm like this guy.
I did that the other day because
Yeah.
I was seeing like a bunch of people. I was getting like takeout food, and I was standing outside and I was just watching like people walk by. And that's one of my favorite things to do is to create narratives.
Yeah, and you live in like a city area too, so it's very good area to do that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah. It's good. It's better to do that in like when I go to the grocery store that's near my building. I just like to make up the just more of what we were talking about. I just like to make up the narratives.
That really fell apart at the end there. I'm like, where's he going with this?
No,
Hey, sometimes
just another fun place to observe people.
Hey, sometimes you got to check in with Greg. How's Greg doing here? Listen, we give you world news, but
Hey,
it's local to the heart, guys.
Hey, listen, you went away to the mountains, and I was left here all alone, and I just sat around, and I wasn't doing anything, and
You had separation anxiety that you were like, he's not 4 blocks away in his house, and that makes me uncomfortable.
but I feel like you did like a very like nice like bro thing to me, which is you recommended a new podcast for me to check out, Kill Tony.
Oh yeah,
And so I just went down that rabbit hole and watched like 20 episodes.
yeah.
20,
For
30
anybody that
episodes.
doesn't know, Kill Tony is a podcast where open mic comedians go up for 1 minute, they do a set, and then they get interviewed, and like. That the interview is probably the best part, but like they make fun of them. It's like a live show with a lot of energy. But I watched it when I first started stand up a lot because I felt like he gives feedback to the comedians, and I felt like I was able to take some of that feedback, and he helps shorten the learning curve.
Oh,
So
for sure.
What did you get from that?
That it would be a good idea for me to try stand up comedy again.
Oh, nice. Oh, because you saw a lot of people do poorly.
We're innovating the camera, baby.
There we go. Hold on.
See, this is what's great about the World Local News listeners is you get real-time feedback about how your camera is performing. Not only did my lovely sister who's watching chime in, but we also got some comments in the chat. I mean, this is another level of World Local News interaction because we do this on the fly, and we want to make sure that we deliver the best product to you guys. And as always, you can find that best product on YouTube, and you just search World Local News, and you can search those same things in iTunes and Spotify and find us. You probably find Freddie on Instagram at Freddie Valoy or at Fred Talk Podcast. Probably find me at G Perlman on Instagram and on Twitter at Greg Perlman.
That was a good job filling the dead air, Greg.
I felt
good
great
job.
about
Yeah.
that. I felt great about that.
All right, what do we got today, bro? What are we talking about?
All right, so I'm not a I'm not a I don't watch this show, but a lot of people do. A lot of people that I respect watch this show, but there apparently is some drama going on in the world of The Bachelor.
Yes.
Do you watch that show?
No, but I keep I keep a know in what's going on because I host the funnest dating show in the world. It's called Date Live with Freddie Valoy. And the Bachelor is another type of show that they do their own thing. I got my own way of doing it.
Yeah, one's clearly better than the other.
Yeah, one's more authentic. You know what I'm saying? The other one has more money. Great, yeah, that's fine. More production value, but we do what we can.
Pound for pound is what you're saying is Date Live.
Yeah, they call. I'm the
than
Dominican Chris Harrison, so it's like Chris Harrison if he was like exotic. Which here's the thing, Chris Harrison, great guy.
If he was
Great guy.
a Sanky Panky.
Chris Harrison, if he was a Sanky Panky. If you want to know this is a callback from last episode. A Sanky Panky is a Dominican male prostitute.
Go listen to the February 9th episode.
Yeah, it's still up on the stream because that's how we go. That's what we do here. Let's see what else. What are we talking? Oh, okay. Chris Harrison, one of the girls that's on The Bachelor now.
Yep.
She was at a antebellum party, like a plantation party back in 2018. She took pictures with the, in that garb and all that. And obviously people flipped out because it's very hard to separate slavery from that time. So when you're like repping fucking, that style, and shit
whether
like that.
whether you agree with it or not, it's celebrating racist culture that will forever be associated with racism. That's just a fact.
So she hasn't put out a statement yet, and the host of the show is just like he's now they're trying to cancel him because he's trying to give this girl essentially what I saw benefit of the doubt. He's like, I haven't talked to her, we don't know. Before we skewer her, let's fucking wait to hear what she has to say. Like, who knows? Like the guy she's going after on The Bachelor is a black dude too, which doesn't really mean anything, but it does add another layer of context, I believe, to the situation. But when I think about it, a lot of people just join The Bachelor for like fame, so that doesn't even matter. So exclude that. But those are the base facts. Sorry, before we
So apparently this contestant is also a QAnon person.
Is she?
Yeah, apparently so.
Why didn't they just do it?
Apparently she's had some shared some controversial things in the past.
Oh, dude, why don't they just do a QAnon Bachelor?
Oh gosh,
that would be the highest rated show.
Dude,
you got
if Newsmax and OAN are listening, which I don't know why they would, because we're obviously a superior news network than they are.
I don't know, man.
Dude, let me tell you something.
I don't even know what those are.
100%. That would be good programming for those for the far right channels.
Yeah,
that would be good programming.
I'd have Alex Jones be the Bachelor, and then a bunch of QAnon women.
And in the end, no one would get together because neither one of everyone would think it was a conspiracy to put them together.
I don't know. I think they'd have a conspiracy baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Antichrist?
Yeah. They would have a conspiracy baby and then sacrifice the baby for adrenochrome, and it would be full circle. You watch yourself become the villain.
Dude, I'm so glad I'm not so stupid to believe that fucking people are drinking kids' blood.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
I'm glad. Well, I mean, like the plantation party stuff, like all that stuff is just so weird. Like it's so, and it's like, it's not an easy fix either because it's like ingrained in that culture.
Here's my solution where everybody could be happy. In the South, stop doing the fucking plantation parties. Stop doing the antebellum parties. Stop saying it's that. Wear the same shit, but call it a Bridgerton party.
Oh,
case closed.
Wow.
Done. Call it a Bridgerton party. Now, if you don't like that, then you're probably a racist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Just call same clothes, just call it a Bridgerton party. There might be some slight fashion differences, but they won't be able to tell.
Now, do you think that those people are giving Bridgerton a chance? Because like I've never seen it. It's been described as a racially diverse, what is it, Downton Abbey?
Bro, race is like not a thing. It was solved because like the king.
Because people realized.
Yeah, the king
Hey,
got
we're
with a
all-
black lady.
Oh,
I
wow.
think that was the
Oh wow.
I think it was like the white king got some black pussy and he was like he
God.
just bro, that is the best. It solved racism. So that racism was no longer a problem.
Wow. So like that could be Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, right? But they disassociated with the throne.
Oh yeah, maybe
Wow.
yeah. Dude,
Man.
yo, that is great. But anyway, yeah, race is not the thing in Bridgerton, and it makes sense. It's not one of those weird like, oh, this is some weird liberal shit that they're fucking pushing, whatever.
Sure.
It feels genuine. You believe it all too. So it's actually kind of nice to go, oh shit, I'm like not thinking about race, even though there's all these white and black people. It's fucking great.
What is like the genre of a show? Is it like very like proper British or
It's Downton Abbey meets Gossip Girl. So there's like some scandal. Then there's like the period piece part about it.
yeah.
I'm not typically into period pieces or like funny accents, but
Yeah.
I got into Game of Thrones. And then with this show, the first episode's sometimes a little grating because it's a lot of gossip.
It's a slow build.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
Or it's just like too many things to follow at once.
yes, the dialogue.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
what the fuck's going on? The accents are weird. But at the end of the first episode, you're probably gonna be locked in. And it's like the sex scenes are great too.
Okay.
The sex scenes, I bet you a woman wrote the sex scenes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think a woman wrote the sex scenes because
You would imagine there being a diverse staff to reflect a show that is diverse as that.
yeah, they're like,
Right?
this is how sex should be, not not the shit you're watching on porn. Like,
Right.
this is where like you can see that they're connected. It's like a good sex scene in that sense where it seems like a realistic what you would want. Like,
Sure.
yeah,
I was
orgasm.
talking about like the whole, the show in general, but you
Oh.
were talking about the diversity, of the
Yeah, the
writers' room
sex.
for the sex scene.
But in the sex
Copy
scene,
that.
both people come. So
Wow,
yeah,
That's big.
that's what you want.
that's big. Well, I did see that. So here's what I saw. I saw Chris Harrison put out a statement. I think he's going to take some time away, and he put out an apology statement,
Mhm.
which was I thought was a pretty decent apology, especially with like the coupling of stepping away. Like if that many people, like I think there's probably some self-reflection that he did, and he probably was like, it's probably a good idea for me to step away and issue an apology, and hopefully, do some work and like.
What is he apologizing for?
I think he's apologizing for just like for denying seeing what was in front of him and asking for this person to get the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like, hey, I've seen the evidence.
Yeah.
I've seen the evidence.
Yeah, if she's posting QAnon shit on top of that, it's like
Right.
QAnon. It just you start to
Yeah. And it's just it's like, obviously Chris Harrison has to answer that question. But like, that's a lot of pressure to put on a celebrity who might be out of there. Like he should have just been like, hey, I host a dating show. Like for me to give my opinion on this matter would be insensitive. Maybe ask like a subject matter expert about race and like the historical significance of plantation parties.
Yeah.
It's just weird that he has to have because he's the host of this show that this person is on, he has to have a position on it.
What if Chris Harrison is Q?
Dude,
he's the one that he's been
dude,
doing the Q
then
drops,
he
and this
is-
is like the last phase of his like.
Then he is a powerful man, because there are going to be some upset people if the Bachelor goes.
Yeah, well, I heard numbers were lower this year than ever for whatever reason.
Oh,
So someone very near and dear to my heart and very tiny, my girlfriend.
Sure.
I love her. She,
Sure.
She said she asked like, could this possibly be like a stunt to gain more like, let's create a scandal so we can get more viewers and people talking about it. A lot of people have been talking about it.
Boy. Okay. What a risk! That's a crazy roll of the dice.
Yeah.
That's a crazy roll of the dice. I'd say unless they had a backup post in mind, like it's probably backfiring.
But how though? We're talking about it.
Yeah, but are we watching it? I guess time will tell.
Yeah.
I guess
we'll
time
see.
will tell. But like, I would have to imagine. Okay, I'm just talking about the type of woman and man that goes on The Bachelor. But like, if you are the type who has attended a plantation party and you are also a contestant on The Bachelor, you are probably not going to win, period.
Yeah.
No matter even if this stuff didn't come to light, if that was just in your past, chances are you would lose.
Yeah, you have a limited job, sector you can go in.
Yes. Right.
It's
right. And you're just going to lose that season of The Bachelor. Like there's going to be someone else's shitty is going to be better than that type of shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, what's interesting is that like, at the end of the day, the left kind of they run the media. So any kind of like right wing thing gets snuffed out.
Okay.
And like with the Gina Carano thing too, like she said some shit that was like, what did she say? They likened her. She likened the Republican Party to the Jews.
Yeah, man. I mean,
what the fuck, dude? What is going on?
This is a bad look, man. It's a bad. So I think it's just so. It's so crazy. First off, it's just number one is wildly offensive to people who lost family members in the Holocaust to compare anything to Nazis and Jews. Like it's just wildly offensive. Number two, it's also like if you do that in your argument, you make those comparisons, it's just intellectually lazy. And I just know that you probably don't have anything interesting to bring to the table.
It just feel like it turned so quick. A few years ago, right before Trump won, it was like a couple years before. I was like, man, I feel like the liberals really got this whole political thing on lock. I just felt like they had no proof, whatever.
Yeah.
Then like really quickly, and I felt like the left was getting arrogant. And then Trump came, and I was like, oh, I feel like their arrogance got the best of them. And then I felt this way about the right. I feel like for some reason, I feel like the right's winning in their eyes, whatever, doing their thing, and they kind of got things on lock. And then same thing, very quickly now, you got this person saying that they're like the Jews, and it's like they just the left and the right, whatever, they flipped to crazy so fucking quick, in the drop of a hat. Like
it's just well. So I would argue, at least with, like, I think Trump, dude. I mean, he just made people more comfortable being like vocal about all that stuff.
Oh yeah, he was like, well, guess what? I have a microphone. You have a microphone. Use your microphone. Yeah, he like breathed life into a bunch of. There was like this weird like, I saw videos of like dudes like in fights playing, what the fuck, man, Trump 2020, like,
yeah, dude,
like, oh, I roll with this set, like, dude, that's fucking weird.
There were spikes of hate crimes, increased anti-Semitism, increased number of hate groups. Like,
did Charlottesville come after him?
Charlottesville was I almost said Charlotte's Web. Charlottesville was 2017.
Oh, so that he was already president, like,
yeah.
That
That was under him. Remember, because he was like the very fine people. On
that was like
sides.
The homecoming parade for him. Was white dudes and jean shorts with tiki torches. It's
still amazing that he didn't do like a full-fledged like military parade for himself. I really thought that would happen. I really thought we'd see that like some weird like North Korean like display.
Oh, like that like
because he went
over
to
the top shit.
Yeah, because he went to France, dude. He went to France. He hung out with the French. He hung out with Macron, with Emmanuel Macron. You like my French? That's my French.
I like it.
That was
Yeah,
my French guy.
I like.
That was
I
my
like
French
it.
guy, but he hung out with Macron and like, I think it was like Bastille Day or something, and like they had like a huge parade and like there were tanks and shit, and he was like, "Oh, I want to do that in America," and everyone was like, "Yeah, but that would like feel very dictatorship, Mr. Trump."
Yeah,
And so he didn't do it, but I thought we would. I thought we'd see it like a vanity thing. Sorry.
like a play from Trump.
Yeah.
And that was like his
Just for show.
homecoming parade.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, what I won't let those guys do is steer me away from how beautiful Charlottesville is. That's a fucking beautiful town.
It is a beautiful town.
It's like has
It
that
is a
old
beautiful
town
town.
feeling. Like
There were a couple times where driving north, I used to like hook around into Charlottesville just to drive through Charlottesville.
damn, dude, that sounds like the beginning of like some kind of movie where your car breaks down in Charlottesville and then you like
I know.
meet the love of your life.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go the horror picture route. Like I go and like it looks like a nice house, but inside like you start to notice some weird things, and all of a sudden you're like tied up in a basement. And
No, I was going kitschy romantic comedy with you.
that's nice.
If I broke down in Charlottesville, then it's a horror. Then it's like
Could be.
fucking
yeah. What a beautiful place.
yeah. They chased me into a vineyard, but then I like Home Alone the vineyard and set
Yeah.
up traps.
Just
and
make sure Mia
catch racist.
Rachel. Just make sure Mia Rachel is with you in Charlottesville anytime you're there. Anytime you're there. Anytime you're there. Well, did you hear? Did you hear what Gina Carano is doing next?
What?
So she's partnered up with the Daily Wire, which is the publication that Ben Shapiro and like Candace Owens all. are
Ben
a part
Shapiro.
of.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna.
And apparently they're gonna make a documentary or some film together that's gonna fight back.
Yeah, there's like this.
What a bunch of losers.
You think Ben Shapiro's a loser?
Oh, dude, I don't know if there's a bigger loser.
Yeah, he's one of these guys I feel like has hacked funny. Like he's not actually funny. He just has like broken it down and like he says smarmy comments, rebuttals, and makes people laugh because of one, their political leanings,
Right.
and his like his weird way to like
He just-
figure out the timing. Yeah,
He just very quickly
yeah.
chews people up and tries to spit them out.
He's intelligent, but he doesn't seem like an interesting person to me because he's just like he's like the fucking religious law and like U.S. law. Just read whatever those documents are. What is that? The Quran and the Constitution? Is that what that is?
I think it would be the Torah for him.
Not the Quran, the Torah. My bad. My bad, yo. I fucked that up, yo.
Conflicting ideologies. Conflicting
it's
ideologies.
just one's the
for
remix,
sure.
But he just read those books and that's him. He's not interested. He's not. I don't know. And he lost his virginity at 25. And I can't take advice from anybody that's lost their virginity past the age of 20.
I can't take advice from two people: a person like that and a person with a chip on their tooth.
So Greg is saying he can't take advice from me right now because I chipped my tooth. I didn't chip the tooth. It was like the repair. The cap came off with the Zeppeli.
So it wasn't like re-injuring a different tooth.
No. This is the same problematic tooth.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
This tooth is the Derrick Rose of my
It's
mouth.
like you've been driving around on a flat tire or on a spare tire for a long time. You're like,
Yep.
man, I'll get a new one soon. Like this spare could last for a while. That's what
Yeah.
your left tooth was like.
Yeah, I can't talk as fast or as normal like with the spare.
There's just
the
like a
spare.
slight whistle.
There is. It's fucking. And I
You're-
can tell him like.
Your dogs haven't left you alone since you chipped your tooth again because there's just like a silent whistle.
Dude, I'm doing method acting. I'm doing a Nas role.
Wow.
Yeah, so I chipped my tooth to get into character. So I'm gonna be Nas. Nasty Nas the illest.
Wow.
94 Nas is what I'm going for.
Yeah, I thought I read that in Variety magazine.
See?
Yeah.
And Jet.
Yeah, and Jet. And Jet. I love Jet magazine. I haven't read it in quite a long time, but I used to read it growing up.
Oh, thanks,
I
Greg.
like Jet. I like Jet.
Greg, thank you so much, Greg, because that is another virtue signal
Come
of the week.
on!
That is bro. I read a black magazine, guys. Virtue signal of the week goes once again to the reigning champion, Greg Perlman, who felt the need to tell us that he read Jet as a kid. 9 years old, Greg reading Jet.
I don't even have anything funny to say, man. I'm heartbroken. I didn't want virtue signal.
No, but seriously, that's actually kind of cool. What age were you reading Jet?
in my teen years.
Oh,
Man,
nice.
moving on.
No, see,
I didn't want virtue signal of the week. I wasn't going for it.
here's the thing, though.
I thought that was just cool.
I might have to take that back, and I might be the piece of shit of the week because I jumped the gun. Because here's the thing, Greg, if more people read Jet, more white people read Jet, that should be mandatory. Where as a teen, you get to read Jet, and
DJ, hit that piece of shit music.
it's the same music, guys, because we're low production.
I'm Freddie. I judge people. Cancel culture.
Oh yeah. Let me get the camera out of focus.
All right. Well, I feel like I feel good. I feel good about that. I feel good about that. What I don't feel good about is whatever film that Gina Carano and Ben Shapiro are going to make together. Because here's the thing. I think the number of people, I think the people, all right, so you know how, I think it's just a small subsect of people that care about Gina Carano getting fired. I think it's a very small and insignificant number of people. And I think people who like Ben Shapiro are also in a smaller group of people. I don't think Ben Shapiro is very mainstream.
I don't know. I think he's pretty mainstream as far as the right's concerned.
I think he's mainstream for like far right. No?
I think he's mainstream for like almost like an everyday
Yeah.
Republican voter, especially in their 30s,
Yeah.
20s, 30s. Yeah.
What I like sometimes I like to like study the patterns of those, like what he says and how that like translates to like what you and I would see like on Facebook from people we know.
Oh yeah.
And so like I'll watch like I can handle up to like 8 minutes of him at a time just to like understand his arguments, and then I can see, oh, like so and so is just repeating what they heard from Ben Shapiro, and it's not their own thoughts, and so like this is who I'm dealing with.
Yeah. I like to do the same thing with regular news too. It's like find the catchphrases and then see if you can spot that pattern in like the dialogue in the wild.
Dude, I think we should write a script where the two of us are detectives.
What are we detecting?
Could be a murder, could be a bank robbery. We could be detectives that like got framed for something and we're on the run and we have to like find the people that, did us dirty.
We could be detectives that like we're not even detectives. People just called us that because they were told that, so they just keep saying that, but we're not actually detectives.
What would we like, private investigators?
No.
Or we're just like so notoriously badass.
We repair shoes. That's why it's so confusing to us. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
And the movie's called The Cobblers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And tell me about the shoe store. Is it like a high end like dress shoes, or is it like a Foot Locker?
How do you get cobbler? Because a cobbler's a pie. What is a cobbler?
They cobble shoes together.
Oh,
So cobbling is a method of like, so there would be like a piece of wood to like shape the silhouette of the shoe, and then you would use that silhouette to cobble pieces of material together.
Okay, is that the same like when a guy uses his penis as a wristwatch?
Yep.
Okay, that's all right.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
The exact same.
All right. Perfect, dude. I be learning shit on this podcast, dude. I
The
love it.
exact same.
I love it, dude.
I happen to know. Dude. Okay. A person once said to me, I like messed up some dress shoes, and this person said to me, "Would you like me to take them to my cobbler?"
Oh.
And I was like, I will at just like a baseline functioning level, I will never understand you as a person.
Was it? Do you think he was fronting, or do you think that
It was
like
a
that?
woman. It was a woman.
Do you think she was fronting, or do you think that's like her?
No, she had a cobbler.
Wow.
For sure. And she wanted to she didn't like if I were to have had a cobbler,
Mm-hmm.
I would have said, hey, I could take them somewhere to get them repaired. That's very unpretentious.
Mhm. Oh yeah, like you just have like a store.
Yeah. Oh, I have somewhere I can take those.
I know a place.
Exactly.
Not I have a guy. Yeah.
Not I have a cobbler.
Yeah, cobbler.
I have a cobbler.
That's a whole.
I heard it in a British accent, like Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow sex scenes.
Yeah. Very. Let me take you to my cobbler.
Dude, it's great. Oh, you know another thing too is that the main couple is a light skinned black dude and a fucking redhead. And tell me if you is the black dude
You're
and the
saying
redhead
one of these cobblers in this movie that are also detectives, but no one thinks they're detectives because they're cobblers.
No, I'm talking about Bridgerton.
Oh,
Sorry. In Bridgerton, the main characters is a light skinned black dude and a redhead. Sorry, we're going back a little bit.
Oh, so you like this show because it's like seeing, art mimicking life.
It's an echo chamber for me.
Oh, dude.
No, but
I was really excited to watch Bridgerton later, and now I can't watch it because, like, if there are sex scenes with your characters in it, I can't watch that.
Hold on. You can jerk off to that though. But hold on. Question. I want to ask your opinion, Greg. Do you think that the black dude with the redhead white girl is a common archetypal relationship? Like Rachel and I talk about this, and we think that that's like a they kind of a lot of them end up.
Do you
together.
think it's a thing?
Yes, I'm telling you, there's something to it. If anybody
I
agrees or
don't
disagrees, let me know.
I don't know if I've ever. No, I can't say that I've seen another, a light-skinned black dude and a redhead together. Like, why would they? How?
It's something that I see, and this is before I started dating a redhead. Rachel's the first.
I did. Remember the day I took the picture of the couple that that was like a different version of you and Rachel?
Yes,
that was in Raleigh. So there's at least two. I know for a fact that I can think of another one because I took a picture of it and I tried to not make it weird. I was making a joke.
Yeah. But I think our set is like I always say there's like only like 8 types of people. I haven't figured out what types, but like you typically know for the most part.
There's different shades of red though.
Yes, but like the fact that it's a redhead and a light-skinned black dude or a black dude in general.
I feel like you're just being racist towards redheads now.
I could be, I could be.
They all look the same.
I live with one. I could be harboring resentment, and I'm lashing out now in a weird way. Who knows? This is.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, interracial dating is very complex.
It is very complex.
Yeah, most can't handle it.
Well, there you have it.
All right, what's next? What else we got?
All right. So, have you been tracking? You're a New York guy. You're New York homie.
I would say
Governor
I'm a New
Andrew
York guy.
Cuomo. He's under some fire right now.
Yeah, didn't he like lie about the old folk? So a bunch of old folks, they were led into the fucking old folks' homes, and a bunch of them died from coronavirus, and then they lied about those numbers.
Yeah, and so the allegations are that, exactly that. And then now he's come out and said, things were categorized and things were moving too fast, but he seems to be getting flack from both sides. It seems to be unanimous support, and there were some Democrats in New York, calling for the revoking of his executive power action.
100%. That's like. There's levels of fuck up where you got to lose your job. Like the next day, you shouldn't have a job. Like Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, being in the restaurant with 12 people after he just when he's shutting down all these businesses and telling people if you meet with 10 people in your family Thanksgiving, you're gonna get arrested. Fuck off. Like you lose your job. How he still has a job is crazy to me.
Well, I mean, they, in California with Newsom, they're, collecting, I think they're at, between 1.3 and 1.8 million signatures, collected to recall him.
Are those numbers good?
How
many signatures do you need to get?
I think you have to reach a certain threshold in order for like the politicians to like take a look at it.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
I would imagine recalls at a lower level of politics would be easier to recall someone, and like someone who controls the state. Like he's the most, governors run the states,
Yeah.
and so he's the most powerful politician in the state. I mean, like he's an example of like, I think, drunk on his own power.
Yeah.
And I also think like it's probably two things. I think he's probably trying to do the best job he can do. I think he's also drunk on his own power
Mm-hmm.
and obviously looking out for himself. And the second that it comes out that you do something for yourself, like and like, not adhering to his own rules, going to that dinner, like, hey, I'm going to step aside here. I'm going to work with the lieutenant governor and help them transition into this role, but like I can't hold my own rules.
Yeah, dude. What if New York goes red? Because right now,
city?
people hate the mayor of New York even more than they hate Cuomo. Like
Oh yeah, Bill.
the mayor of New York City.
Yeah, Bill the criminal.
Yeah, De Blasio, they fucking hate him. It all started when he was running and he was eating, or this is when he first became mayor. He ate. Do you remember when he ate?
Did he eat pizza with a fork and knife?
Yeah, bro.
Can't do
We
it.
should have known from like
Can't do it.
any.
Cannot do it.
If anybody's eating pizza with a fork and a knife, you're getting deported in my world.
I mean,
Deported. You lose. We're revoking your citizenship and we're sending you to Greenland.
or just some like isolated island. Like, you just can't do that, especially in New York. Like, that should be politics 101. Hey, don't get photographed or videoed doing anything weird with food.
Yeah. Also, I think that one thing we can pull from this is that Italians should not be in politics.
Say more.
Yeah, Cuomo, De Blasio. She's not a politician, but she's trying to make some fucking far-fetched statements. Carano, Gina Carano. I bet you she's Italian.
Wow.
She looks Italian. I'm pulling a through line here. Italians need to stay out of politics. Stay in the delis and make me my fucking sandwich. All right.
I'm in full support. I mean, the Cuomo family, those trenches, those tentacles are deep, man. You had the dad.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Mario Cuomo.
Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
Mario.
And then you have Andrew, and then you have what do they call Chris Cuomo? They call him Meatball.
Is that what they call him? I thought
So-
meatball was just a derogatory term for Italians.
I can't remember if it was Trump who called him Meatball or if it was a comedian that called him Meatball. Damn it.
Oh, we report the news, and I have a fun fact about Italians. Italians usually have big dicks.
Well, you have it. You heard it here first,
Yeah.
folks. Breaking news.
But I like to give. I'm fucking with them and
Dude.
talking shit. But I like to give credit where credit due.
Listen,
typically Italians have big dicks. They got hogs on them, bro.
We're pro big dicks. We're pro Italians.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to come over and make some sauce, we're here for it.
Yeah,
We're here
I
for it.
highlight cultures that maybe thought to maybe have an average size to small penis, but they have bigger ones. I make sure I put those on the front line so that people know.
Let them know.
That's what we do. That's how I'm giving back for COVID.
You're just a man of the people, man.
That's what I do, bro.
It was fun. It was fun tuning into Date Live the past couple of weeks.
Shit was hot, bro.
It was
Shit
fun.
was hot.
It was
Had a
fun.
new suit. The guests were awesome. It was like
Good thing you didn't chip your tooth before.
I did during.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did the last 2 episodes with the chip.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I must have missed you. Did you call it out?
Yeah.
I
I had
must have
to.
missed it.
I won't. I can't
must have
not.
missed it.
My insecurity won't allow me to keep that. Like try to hide it.
Yeah. No. Oh, you got to own that, because if people are just seeing that at home and like you're not acknowledging it, then it becomes weird.
Yeah.
Then it becomes weird.
I do great in Eastern Europe right now, though. That would be normal to just have like a chip in the tooth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or you could stand on top of trains and be the whistle.
I could be a teapot. I could let you know when your tea's ready.
Dude, you could stand outside and be a wind chime.
I could do that, dude. I would be a fucking
be
great
a
wind
good-
chime. I'd be like,
Ayo. Well, dude, man, I mean, I think Andrew Cuomo, dude, he wrote a book about his like leadership.
he's been lying the whole time. Come on, bro.
That's like even
We need to bring a book burning back for those.
all right, so we'll pull a Chris Harrison and we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll take him at his word, which will ultimately lead to Andrew Cuomo getting canceled. So it will probably work out in the end here, but like even if you did the greatest leadership job, like you probably shouldn't like. No pun intended, like close the book on that chapter like until it's done.
Yeah, that's true. He got ahead of the book sales. He had a publicist convincing him to like.
I mean, like, is there gonna be a sequel? Because like we're like so there was some good news about coronavirus, and like cases are dipping. Like nationally they're dipping, and then certain areas are doing better than others. But like they're also anticipating, a wave with all these new variants. And so, like, what's he going to, like, is there going to be a sequel book? Like, it's just an incomplete, like, anything, like, what?
It's like the Harry Potter series, but Cuomo just rewrite.
Dude. Well, I mean, it sounds like he really like recreated the Deathly Hallows himself.
Yeah, dude.
Sending
it's
those people
bad.
back into nursing homes.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking bad, dude.
Yeah.
Not good. So I think what if New York turns red? That would be crazy, and that would really spice things up politically in our country.
Yeah, but you
there's
know
a
who's
lot
leading in the New York City mayor race?
Ooh.
You know who's leading?
The Yang Bang himself.
Mr. Universal Basic, Mr. UBI, Mr. Andrew Yang himself.
I like, dude. That
He's leading.
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't vote for him, but I like that he's running, and I'm excited to see what he has to say because he seems like a solutions guy. That's like,
I'm super interested to see what like his platform will be for the city.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like is he going to institute like a pilot program for universal basic income to like help people in poverty? Dude, he's got a strong foothold at least with young people.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he's on the Breakfast Club all the time. Apparently he was out at Dave Chappelle's summer camp this summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. New York's a pretty diverse place,
Yeah.
and big place.
That seems like it could be a good spot to test that out. You said this yesterday, like to like test out on a small group of people. Does UBI work? I'd like to do more of a deep dive. Maybe we can try to do a separate episode.
Yeah,
for like
or maybe we could bring on someone and do a special Sunday episode. If
Yes.
if anyone out there knows about universal basic income, like we know that it's never been implemented really anywhere like the United States.
Anywhere in the world. I want to know where the idea came from, what it came about.
If there are any experts, hit us up and we'll do a special episode about it, just like we did with Own the Chaos and Fat Man Zoom.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah, but like like a program like that, where it could help get people out of poverty would be super cool to see as a pilot program. Like,
yeah,
I just assuming you find ways to pay for it, like could be a cool thing.
yeah. The ways to pay for a conversation is weird because I feel like the money's always there. It's just they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's there, dude.
Yeah. If you could give bombs to Afghanistan,
Dude, if you can get
for a decade, like you know what I'm saying? You could fucking
yeah, but even if you can get like millions of people to buy something called Dogecoin, like
there we go.
pretty sure, you know what I mean? Like whoever figured out Dogecoin, I think like, hey, maybe hire that guy and be like, all right, dude, like this is how we do universal basic income. This is how we fund that. All right, I want to end our last story. It's a fun one. It's a fun one.
What's this one?
All right, so apparently there's a 90-year-old man who took out a $10,000 ad in the Wall Street Journal to complain to AT&T about his shitty service.
Real quick before we jump into the next segment,
Yeah.
Jay Pearl has a cool thing. Michael Tubbs, mayor of Stockton, instituted it. Get him on the show. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
All right, Jay Pearl, we'll connect about that offline. Maybe we can get to him. That would be sweet, man.
That'd be
Have
cool.
the mayor of Sacramento.
Yeah, be like, hey, just don't watch our previous episodes. Just skim through them.
Yeah, man. Just know that, we aim to innovate every episode, and when you talk, for an hour and change, at a clip,
Yeah. The innovation for his episode would be I would not curse. I'd be like, we'll keep it clean for your episode.
Yeah.
And professional.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude, we're as professional as it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a YouTube channel where people can find us.
Super professional. Also wanted to let people know Italians do have big dicks. But anyway, go ahead. We're professional.
Absolutely, man. There's nothing unprofessional about saying that in this professional setting.
I think it's whatever the opposite of toxic masculinity is. What's the opposite of toxic masculinity?
What? All right. So what's the opposite of toxic?
Healthy, right? So toxic.
Yeah, healthy.
Healthy masculinity.
Healthy femininity.
Healthy. No, it's healthy masculine. What's healthy masculinity?
I think it's just calling it how it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Honesty?
so. Yeah,
All right.
I like that.
Well. Okay, so we're gonna look into the mayor of Stockton for sure. Glad we cleared that. Now back to what the fun story that I wanted to talk about.
I derailed your story.
All right, so there's a 90-year-old guy who's been locked in his house for all these months. He's in an at-risk group for COVID, so he's doing what any dude with a 90-year-old dude or any age-old dude with a spouse or a significant other does, and you Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Right? That's what people do. That's what I hear on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So his AT&T service for the part of Northern California that he was in was so bad that he took out $10,000 of his own money and placed an ad in the Wall Street Journal writing to the CEO of AT&T.
That is how you have money. That's what that's what you got to do.
That's like if you're 90 years old.
Yeah.
And so I call this the spite ad. This is the spite ad because
It's great.
Because at some point, if customer service isn't helping you, they're not making the changes that are gonna, bring satisfaction to your life. What an amazing way to take a jab at a company.
Yeah.
Anyone can advertise in the Wall Street Journal if you have the money.
Dude, why leave that for your grandkids? Spend all the money. Don't leave anything to your family. Spend them on spite ads. I would use that opportunity to start talking shit about family members, old friends that have wronged me all over town. Billboards, old school style.
Wow. Yeah, I hope at the end of my journey. No, I'm going to start writing these things now, I think.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it on the internet because that's internet bullying.
No.
Billboard.
Billboards, anything in print.
Yes.
Anything in print.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want a digital. I don't require a digital record.
Like finding out the magazine they're subscribed to and then trying to put an ad in that specific magazine.
100%. And what I like about that is that years later when those documents are, those publications or magazines or whatever are preserved and they're in libraries and, people are, preserving them and they find them in their basement, they take them to the library and they rehab those documents. People will open up a Wall Street Journal and they'll see, the spite ad, of me saying to, F you to the bully who stole my skateboard in 6th grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Or 4th grade.
That's gonna be like a meme in 40
Eli
years.
Geller, I am gonna write you a spite ad on my deathbed and I am gonna publish it in every single newspaper. You stole my skateboard.
He took your skateboard.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna,
That's like that. Somebody took my board. I'd be
Sorry, man. I had to get that out.
No, that's good. That's somebody took my board. I'd be pretty pissed.
It's a good thing I have these glasses on, or I really would have popped off there.
They're containing your anger.
Sorry, man. I hulked out for a second. That felt good though. It was
No,
a
it's
little
good.
catharsis. I mean, I respect. Here's the best part is that the ad worked, and they got fiber internet services installed in their area, and so not only is he benefiting now, but he, this was a move. This was a move not only for himself, but it was for the people, because the people around him are gonna have better internet service now too.
Yeah, this is like all around just a good idea.
Makes me happy.
He had fun. He proved a point. He entertained us.
It's a beautiful letter too.
Gave us a little bit of hope too.
I know.
Out of the box thinker. I give this a fucking 10, dude.
What's the lesson though?
Like, this is on the same level of when 50 Cent bought the first 5 rows at Ja Rule's concert.
Yeah.
Just so you could see an empty 5 rows in front of him.
Dude, it's a spite move, man.
That's how you have money. That's my reason for getting money, so I could just do funny shit like that.
Yep.
Like that's just
Spite for spite's sake.
all day.
I
Just
like it.
slightly inconvenience a good friend, things like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, man.
We did good.
We did good.
We
This
did
is a
good.
fun one.
I like it. I like the glasses.
Yeah.
I like that they contain your anger.
Yeah. I need it. I need it.
Guys, you can catch me on Instagram at Freddie Valoy, first last name. That's it. Same thing on YouTube. Greg, where can they find you, baby?
You can find me Instagram at G Perlman, at Greg Perlman on Twitter. You can find World Local News on YouTube. Just search World Local News. You can do the same on iTunes and Spotify. Rate, review, share, tell a friend. We love you. We're out.
Bye.